A little forward here before I jump into this video. Not everything I speak of comes directly from Scripture today, but is part of a larger open question that some people ask me from time to time when they mention Lilith and was Eve actually Adam's first wife? This is kind of a forgotten whisper from Eden. Let's discuss it further. Check this out. In the beginning, before vows were spoken, before hearts ever broke, there was a garden, a place untouched by pain or pride, and there God formed the first man, Adam. But here's a question that stirs in the soul and rattles tradition. Was Eve truly Adam's first? Now, some ancient tales suggest otherwise. Whispers from long forgotten scrolls speak of a woman named Lilith, not taken from Adam's side, but shaped from the same earth, equal, fierce, free, and unwilling to bend. She vanishes from the garden, walks into legend, and lives behind a mystery that still echoes today. Did Adam love someone before Eve? Did he lose her? Or was she never meant to stay? Well, the Bible tells us clearly in Genesis, God caused Adam to sleep, and from his side, not his head, not his feet, he formed Eve, a partner, a helper, a mirror of his soul. But the legend of Lilith won't go quietly. Some say she refused to submit to Adam. Others claim she fled Eden and became a spirit of the wild, the night, the untamed. Her name appears in medieval texts, not scripture, but her presence lingers like a shadow behind the light of Genesis, not to replace Eve, but to make us ask deeper questions. What happens when love defies order? When pride overrides purpose? When we try to rewrite what God authored? And maybe that's the lesson. Not every union is holy just because it begins. Some things start in defiance but end in distance. Some people walk into our lives as warnings, not soulmates. And Lilith may be a myth, but the message is real. Eve, however, was not a myth. She was God's answer to Adam's loneliness, created not from the same soil, but from his very rib, symbolizing unity, humility, partnership, not war, but oneness. So, what do we take from this strange, sacred tale? Well, not everything that is first is meant to last. Sometimes God allows the wrong so we can recognize the right. That real love walks beside you, not ahead in pride or behind in fear. And that mystery doesn't equal truth, but it can awaken our desire for it. And Lilith may stir just in our imaginations, but Eve teaches the heart. Her story is not just about creation, it's about completion. It's about being formed not just to exist, but to belong. So, when you wonder who you're meant to walk with in this life, don't settle for what looks bold, loud, or legendary. Ask instead, were they formed from the same call, the same spirit, the same purpose? Because love as God intended it isn't about domination, it's about design. And in the end, Eve stayed. Because love grounded in God's will does not need to be the loudest. It just needs to be the truest. God bless you, my friends.